Welcome to PlanB on YouTube. So Bitcoin had a V-shaped recovery after all. Bitcoin jumped from 82k end of March to 94k end of April, and now as we speak it's at 104k. So this V-shaped recovery is a bull market sign, and okay, we're still far off from the stock to flow 500k average for the 2024-2028 halving cycle. It's an average, right? We're still far away from that, but we're only 1 year in. Only 1 year into the cycle and 3 years to go. Fundamentals are very good. Bitcoin is 2 times as scarce as gold, but gold is 10 times more worth than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin remains super undervalued in my opinion. So many called the bear market when Bitcoin was 82k the end of March, but I remained bullish. Why is that? Mainly because of this chart, the market cycle chart, and I made it in 2022 after Bitcoin missed the 100k in 2021, and I was late recognizing the bear market in 2022. So this market cycle model is an on-chain model. It's based on analysis of all the on-chain transactions of Bitcoin. And there was no yellow, no distribution phase, end of the bull market phase and going to the bear market phase. There was no yellow in March. There was red, bull. So I knew that although it's a very weird, long, flat bull market, that the bull would continue. And in my opinion, from now on, we'll see new all-time highs. So that would be 110k and higher, followed by more monthly close all-time highs. Usually those all-time highs, they're not alone, they come in groups. Now if we look at RSI, the relative strength index, currently it's at 66, and that's around the average RSI level of 65, the dark area here, the black area. And it has been around that average for more than a year now. In my opinion, how I read this chart is that Bitcoin spent a couple of years below that average of 65, and from now on it will stay 1 or more years above the 65 average. In fact, I think we will see 80 plus RSI months again, at least 4 of them, just like in the bull markets in 2021, in 2017 and in 2013. So I think we'll see those high RSI numbers again at least 4 times. And those high RSI numbers are associated, of course, with high monthly returns of over 40% per month. So if we have from the current level of, well, on average 100k, 4 months of 40%, that would bring us already in the 400k area, which is not inconsistent with the stock to flow model. Moving averages. The 200-week moving average, this is black line, it's up from 46k end of March to 47k end of April. And note the difference between the 200-week moving average and the geometrical average, that's the gray line, is increasing. And that indicates a developing bull market. FOMO is building. You can see it, and you can see it in previous bear markets too. If the 200-week moving average and the geometric average have been close together and then diverge again, that's a bull market. Here too in 2017, same in 2013. And we talked about this last video. And here you can see it even better. It's a close-up of that same chart. We talked about the possibility of the 200-week moving average and the geometrical moving average staying close together. And that would indicate steady growth and not so much a 4-year cycle. Maybe it would indicate the end of the 4-year cycle. But now, with this increase, you can see it here. It has been close together, and it's diverging again. So I don't know for sure, but in my opinion, this is a bull market building. So the last phase of the bull market, the FOMO phase, is about to happen, and we might see a very nice 2025 after all. Realized prices. Realized cost prices, if we look at the overall realized price, that's the black line, including all the coins, including 1 million Satoshi coins that are basically counted at zero. That's at 45K right now, up from 44. The 2-year realized price, more of a medium-term indicator. I find it very useful. It's up from 75 to 77,000, and the 5-month realized price, the short-term buyers, is 92 right now. It's up from 91 last month. And Bitcoin, the red dot, is above them all. So all the realized prices are going up again, up, and the Bitcoin price is above all the realized prices. Well, that's how we want to see it. That's also a sign of a bull market. So everybody's in profit. There's not much pain in the market. We'll see what that brings. Now, if we combine them all, and I like this chart, it can be confusing, but it gives very nice situational awareness. If we go from low to high, we see this moving average again, 200-week moving average at 47. This can be seen as a bottom, a floor in bear markets. Because every time there was a bear market in 2015, in 2018, it bounced off that 200-week moving average. And the 2022 bear market was a bit extreme, so it dipped a little bit under below the 200-week moving average. But still, it's a very good indication of what the next bear market bottom could be. Now, the next one, the 2-year realized price at 77K can be seen as a bull market floor. So when Bitcoin drops below that gray line, then the bull market ends. And here too, when it drops below that gray line, the bull market ends. And here too in 2014. So we're now above that gray line, and so the bull market continues, in my opinion. Now, Bitcoin here at 94K, end of April, and the color is green. Color is the relative strength index. That's the chart we talked about earlier. It's the color here. I use color for different variables, right? It can be months until the next halving. It can be the cycles, like we saw in the other chart, the market cycle chart. And now it's RSI. So RSI is 66, but I expect at least 4 months of high 80 plus RSIs, like all the past bull markets. And it can be 5 or 8 or 6 of those months, but let's say conservatively it's 4 80 plus RSI months. That will be that will bring us to Bitcoin to $400,000. Now, then that's not far away from the stock to flow 500,000 average, which can be seen as a target based on fundamentals, scarcity fundamentals. All right, as always, all models are wrong, some are useful. This is certainly not financial advice, and please do your own research. See you next time.